Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, well, we have a big day today. So thank you to everyone who joined us for our live recap of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City with Kimpire. I know that right now I feel like it's off to a little bit of a slow start, which we talked about, but you can go back and check it out. We still have opinions. Now, in the meantime, I know yesterday I was talking about this hurricane that was coming, Hurricane Nicole, and it came and it went. And fortunately for us over where I live, we didn't get a lot except a little bit of minor flooding. So thank you to everyone. I received so many DMs and messages last night, everyone asking, are you okay? Please stay safe. And that was really sweet. So we just really appreciate the hell out of you. In the meantime, guys, we have a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast dropping tomorrow. We have a big wedding this weekend, lots going on, but I was going to say in the meantime again, but you guys get what I'm saying. We did drop on Tuesday a new episode with Sheena Marie from Vanderpump Rules. So lots going on, lots to discuss. Now we're back to talk about Crystal Kung Minkoff, who did a podcast interview with Danny Pellegrino from his Everything Iconic podcast. We love Danny Pellegrino over here. We've had him on the show. And she's talking about a lot from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills pause, possible firings, Kyle Richards, and Lisa Rinna's social media antics. We have a lot to break down. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So again, Crystal Kung Minkoff sat down with Danny Pellegrino. Now, Danny Pellegrino is one of the few who gets the best interview. So every time I see one pop up, I'm like, yes, right here, listening to it. He absolutely kills it. So I always enjoy when he has a new guest on, and he always gets some really good tea. Now, in his conversation with Crystal Kung Minkoff, they talked about this long Beverly Hills pause, which I talked to you guys a little bit about yesterday because there was this rumor that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills had been canceled. Absolutely not true. Bravo is not going to cancel one of their highest rated TV shows. It's just not going to happen, which is great because none of us want that. If you want to cancel a different franchise, I can probably give you 3 right off the top of my head. Go cancel those franchises. But Beverly Hills, I think we just have a few bad eggs that we have to take care of. Now, she said last time it was very quick when they went into filming because we went into filming very quickly, but we are not right now. So everything is pushed. Okay. She said it's going to be, I think, a few months. And when she's talking about a few months, from what we're hearing as of right now, they're talking about pushing it into January. So hopefully after January or in January, they will pick up filming. And the rumor is right now that contracts are set to be going out either at the beginning of December or right before Thanksgiving. I'm so curious who the cast is going to be. Looking back at the reunion, which aired in October, Crystal said she didn't understand why Kyle came for her. She said it made no sense to me. They put a package out for each person, and then you speak on it and you have a discussion about your own story. And then no one else interrupted but mine. And she was the only one that did. So she's saying when they first sit down at the reunion, they're pretty much told, okay, this is what we're going to cover. This is the package. We're going to talk about your family life. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened with Sutton. We're going to talk about your take on Kathy Hilton. And they kind of just like prep the women because at the end of the day, while they would still probably love to have the shock factor of the women on the couch, and they still get that, they also want them to know what's going on because they are filming a TV show. Okay. While Kyle attempted to call Crystal out for a number of things, including the loss of her 14 friends and the language that she used in regards to Sutton's dark comment, saying something dark, Crystal said that the audience is smart. They can read between the lines of Kyle tending to try to shut her down and not let her talk or express herself. A lot of fans were upset with Crystal, though, about mentioning something dark and not elaborating on what that was. Fans felt like if you're going to throw it out there, then you need to discuss it. However, Crystal did say on Watch What Happens Live, listen, it was something, yes, it was very dark. It was problematic. I had a conversation off camera with Sutton. We discussed it. We, put it to bed. So I don't think I need to bring it up anymore and have her name raked through the mud, which if this is true, and Sutton didn't deny it, I have a lot of respect for that. I do have a lot of respect for that because most other women would take the opportunity to have these conversations on camera because if you have it on camera, then it just makes you, I guess, opening up a new story. I don't know. Storyline, more valuable. I don't know what they call it. I just sort of had it at that point, Crystal said. That's why they aired it for the third episode. When I was like, I said, you won't understand unless you have gone through this experience. And I think that is what it is. According to Crystal, Kyle will never understand the language that she used in regards to her issues with Sutton because she never has gone through it and she isn't willing to be open-minded. If it doesn't make sense to her, it doesn't exist. And she said since the reunion taping, they haven't really spoken. They've shared a couple of texts, but that's about it. As for Lisa Rinna's social media antics, Crystal said that she believes her castmate is just emotional. I enjoy Rinna. Like off camera, she's kind of different, but then I see her on social media and I'm like, I think she probably has people around her saying to get off social media. Andy said it, the audience said it, but this is an individual thing. Unless you ban social from all of the cast members, people are going to do what they want to do. Social media is not necessarily banned for the cast members, but they do encourage the cast to live tweet and talk about the show as the episode is airing. They also encourage them not to really rip each other apart on social media unless they're talking about a specific incident that is going on in that particular episode. Now, meanwhile, as Lisa continues to get herself into trouble on Instagram or Twitter or whatever else, Crystal said that she, Sutton, and Garcelle have taken a different approach. We've let the show run and then we just sort of live our lives. Crystal, said I choose not to engage in that way, but some people feel like they need to dig their heels in. And ending off the interview, after being asked who needs to be axed ahead of the new season, Crystal would say, only do I think there are a few people who have lost touch with the reality of what's going on? Yes, I do. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead, comment below. What do you think about this interview with Crystal Kung Minkoff and Danny Pellegrino? How do you feel about her sort of dancing around the question of who needs to be asked and where she stands today with Kyle? Speaking on the long pause, and do you think Crystal Kung Minkoff will be returning? Because the rumor was that she would not, that she was the one getting the axe. I have questions to which I need answers. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And do not forget, tomorrow, new episode of Hot Messy Podcast. It's going to be one for the books, and I promise you're not going to want to miss it. So keep an eye out. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.